Hello everyone, you're watching Can You See Fish? In today's video we're going to be taking a look at the LEGO Monster Fighter set 9464, the Vampyre Hearse. This set originally released with the other Monster Fighter sets in 2012 and originally retailed for between 25 and 30 Great British pounds. Here is everything that is included in the set. 3 minifigures that we'll take a look at in just a second, a motorbike, and the Vampyre Hearse itself, which of course takes up the main chunk of the pieces for this set. Let's take a look at those 3 minifigures. So here is the first figure. This is the Monster Fighter for the set, Dr. Rodney Rathbone. You can see he's got a very nice torso print that I believe was exclusive when the set was released. It has appeared in some other sets since. This leg piece is very interesting, not only because it uses this nice metallic bionic leg piece, but also because it uses the sand green regular minifigure leg. That's really not a colour that I think I've seen all too often with minifigures, particularly the leg section. He has this nice face print showing some sideburns and a bit of a smirk on there, and has this nice grey bowler hat piece. No back face, obviously. That would be exposed because there's no covering on it. And he has this nice kind of fencing sword. Not sure what the actual name is. It might look like rapier or something. And also a revolver. So that's him. The next figure is the actual main villain of the Monster Fighter mini set series. Obviously, Rodney Rathbone is the main hero, but you also get the main villain in the set. This is the cheapest way to get him. I believe he also appeared in maybe 2 other sets. This version is unique as it does not have the cape or the collar that comes with the cape at all. He's got minimal leg printing, which works very nice actually, and he has this like traditional kind of sword accessory, traditional sword. Some back printing. Once again, not very much back printing, but there is some, and you can just see the back face poking out underneath the Widow's Peak hair, which is of course used in black. And he's got a nice torso print, lots of detail on there, and his head is glow in the dark. I'll just show you that now very quickly. So yeah, that's quite creepy, but yeah, glows in the dark. Just quickly show you the back face. Quite a bit more angry. Just there, got an open mouth expression, clearly showing his fangs. Right, the final minifigure of the set, also probably the most common. I think he appeared in about 4 sets in total. This is the Zombie Driver. A very nice minifigure. You can see he's got this kind of tattered uniform in that nice dark blue, matching legs with the torso print, some waist printing, just showing the continuation of the torso. He has one glove off. That's what that brown hand represents. At least that's what I think it is. That's a glove and then an ungloved hand. And he uses this. I think it's quite an old cat piece. Might have been one of the. I think it's one of the first ever Lego hat pieces that was ever created. But yeah, he has some nice back printing showing more tatters in his clothes, and a nice, albeit I think quite common, face print for that. Those are all the minifigures. Let's take a look at the motorcycle. Here is Dr. Rodney Rathbone's motorcycle. Now obviously this red piece here is all one piece. You can see some grey. Is that printing or jewel? Yeah, it's just printing. Some grey printing on it at the front and the back, just above the wheels there. You can see the space where he's meant to, I guess, stand. Some handlebars, a nice trans yellow headlight, and some flames coming out of the exhaust. Those can be moved and positioned down to stop the bike from falling over, which I think is a nice way of integrating that into the set. You've got this black clip at the back, which is holding some dynamite, and let me just show you what it looks like with the hero in it. So you can put the revolver there, because he's going to need one hand free to be secure on it. Then that just slips between his legs, and you can clip the hand to the front, and yeah, that looks good, I think, with the minifigure on it. Obviously, it is quite awkward if you look at it from the side, but looking at that from the front, it's quite a good look. Yeah, nice little build, but nowhere near as good as the main attraction of the set, which I'll show you now. As I mentioned earlier, the majority of this set is devoted, of course, to the main build, the Vampyre Hearse, and this is an amazing looking build. Primarily black. You got some red on there, some gold accents here and there. I'll show you the exterior first and then just show you the interior. So yeah, let's start off. Let me just pick this up to show you. Better off holding it with two hands, really. So as you can see at the front here, you've got some nice kind of like triangular pieces. You can see there, these ones jut out. I'm not sure what the names for these pieces are, but they are nice. You had some trans red headlights at the front and some nice fangs. A little, what's this, supercharged engine, kind of hot rod thing. This is, yeah, meant to be like a souped up hearse. So we don't see too many Lego hearses for fairly obvious reasons. I think it's only really this one and the Ghostbusters hearse that we've got. But yeah, you can see some bones clipped in at the side, some gold studs at the back there. Mentioned that there was some gold, 3 more bones, and the moonstone is just perched on top of this gold 1x2 plate with a grill in front of it. And yet here is the moonstone for the set. This is the Vampyre moonstone. Also comes in the Vampyre castle, as I mentioned. All of them do except for one. A nice red colour to it, and pretty basic print on it in comparison to some of the other ones, particularly the one that we looked at last time, which was that moon and the werewolf howling at it. But yeah, a nice print, basic but simple and nice. But wait for just okay. You got these nice lamps on the side using some gold and clear cylindrical pieces there, and around the other side you can see the windscreen and the interior of the cab there. Show that in a bit more detail later. You've got some nice exhausts on either side. These move up and down, you can move them. And take note of this here. This is to do with a play feature that I'll show you in a second. You've got the window here, and you can't see the interior because there is something blocking it that I'll show you when we take a look inside. And you've got these nice, just singular tooth pieces meant to represent a curtain. Moving this round to the back, you've got another pair of fangs similar to what you've got on the front, just clipped in place there using those wrench pieces in some technic like the cross-shaped Technic stud things. Don't own Technic sets, don't know all of the specific names, but yeah, some nice trans red and trans yellow. I think those are yeah. So 1x2s there, you can see, and some more trans red up at the top. A nice kind of grid piece here, and of course you can tell there that is the coffin. Obviously this is the hearse. Just taking a quick look at the top of it here. Got some more gold studs and some nice curvature to it, courtesy of these nice curved pieces, and some double cheese slopes. Lots of nice tiling on it, you know, smoothing out the surface. Do appreciate that, but obviously you've still got the studded top. And the final thing I think to look at on the exterior, besides the gold studs, is this. This is of course a sticker, and it looks quite cool. Obviously, if you don't like large stickers, it might be advisable to leave it off, but it is glow in the dark. Let's see how well that shows. So yeah, you can see that glows in the dark, glows green. I do find it quite interesting that sticker glows in the dark. It's not something that I really have seen too much in Lego, especially outside of this range. But yeah, this does just open like that, but there is another way to open it. And if I just take that out the inside and also break the set in the process, you can see that there we've got this coffin here. I think this is probably the same coffin that appears in the Vampyre castle set. Nice prints on it, shows that nice bat from on the moonstone. Some rather ornate patterning around here, some studs, just a basic bottom so it can attach inside, which I'll show you in a second. Opening that up, you can just see that it is empty, no detail on that. But yeah, you can just put Lord Vampyre in there. Obviously you have to remove the sword, or you could just kind of put it with him. But if you want to use the play feature that I'll show you in a second, you can clip him in. But yeah, like as I was saying, to use the play feature, you have to not have him clipped in, and you need to have him just resting there. Then you can put the lid on. But before I show you that, I'm going to show you the interior of the set, and then we can finish up with that feature. So yeah, like I mentioned, you can just open that up, and you can see just inside there. That is one of the major features of the one of the big parts of the play feature, just in there, this bit here, and you can see the tops of the wheels are just exposed. I'm guessing that's something that had to be done to make the build look good. You can see a bit of sorry, this keeps falling over. You can see some red here, some Technic pieces in red, which I don't really like. I would have liked for them to be able to conceal it, but I guess they couldn't. So you do get some Technic in there that is exposed, not something I'm a huge fan of. This piece just removes very easily, no hassle, just comes off all in one piece, and you can see the inside of the cab. You got room for two minifigures, so you can put the zombie driver in there to drive the steering wheel, or the box actually shows him. If I remove him again, actually shows him kind of leaning out of the window. Just get my hand around there. Yeah, you can, yeah, like that. Just kind of leaning out the window, one arm out, just like that. Obviously facing forward. Yeah, got it there, like that. Now let's take a look at that play feature. Now I'll just show you how it works. You can, let me move the camera off the stand for this. Yeah, we can put it back up there after. So as you can see, when I push on this piece here, that lifts that up. Now, of course, yeah, it's probably for the best that fell out. Of course, that when the coffin's on there, that's going to move up too. So I'm just going to open the roof and push the coffin in. You can just see that clips on there. Push it down, lower the roof. Let's get the camera back on the stand so that I can show you this properly. Now, for this to work, you can see that we can press this down, and that just lifts the coffin up. But if we remove the lid, you can see it flies out. It's a pretty useless thing, honestly. I don't really know what it's meant to be there. You can do it like. Obviously, I think it is better to. It does push up the roof, but I think it's better to have the roof up first. Then just put him in and just flies out. Simple feature, not really much to it, but yeah, doesn't really need to be. Now we can get on to the final opinion and review of the set. Here is the set sort of made to look like how it's set up on the box. Yeah, but now time for the final review. One of the highlights of this set is definitely the minifigures. Obviously, you get the main hero and the main villain in this relatively cheap set. You get the zombie driver, which is just an added bonus that LEGO didn't have to include, but they did. The Moonstone piece, while it's not as nice as some of the other ones, is still very nice and works well in the context of the set. You get that nice sticker. I'm not a huge fan of stickers, particularly large ones, but I actually think that this one does a lot for the set. Would rather have it been printed, obviously, but the sticker will do. You get the coffin in the set, which I think was only also included in the Vampyre Castle set. Some nice tiles on it, so you've not got exposed studs, although where the exposed studs are, like here and on the roof, they do work. Nice gold accents overall, and yeah, it's just a nice set. Not as good as the werewolf, in my opinion. Although it is bigger and it costs more, I do not think it's stronger than the werewolf. And it is not as strong as the set that I will be taking a look at next time, that I alluded in the last review, which was the werewolf set. Is one of my favourite LEGO sets of all time. But yeah, it's a good set. I'm going to give it the rating of a 7.5 out of 10. I think that this one's really more down to whether you like vehicles, particularly bigger, chunkier vehicles, maybe modified ones, whether you would want to buy it yourself. Obviously, you'd have to get it second hand from somewhere or someone else, because can't buy it in stores anymore. But yeah, that's my final opinion on the set, and until next time, Goodbye.